Hey everybody, so today in the spirit of the Olympics I'm going to bring us a red, white, and blue bracelet. It's going to be kind of it'll look like the stars and stripes. One side, it's actually going to be two bracelets in one, so you're going to be doing two separate cow's hitches. So you got one strand here, blue and white, and then you got another strand here of red and white. Now what I've done is I've got 6 feet of blue attached to 6 feet of white on this cow's hitch, total of 12 feet. On this side we've got 6 feet of white and 6 feet of red, and they're both joined together. Now the two sections, the red and the white and the blue and the white, are not combined together, so they're own strands. So what I've already done is I've already done the cow's hitch, and you want to make it so that your white strands are in the center and your blue and red are on the outside. It doesn't matter which is which, but the white ones have to be in the center. I'm just going to pull these through here, get all these twists, so that when I run them up through the other buckle, there's no twists in there. So it looks like we got that one. That's going to fight me a little bit. There we go. We got the red and the white. And the blue. So, like I said before, if you didn't already know, I live in Atlanta. We just had a bad storm last week, and then this week we got another ice storm coming overnight. I guess we're in a state of emergency for the next 3 days, according to the President Obama and the governor of Georgia. So I might not have power for the next couple days. It's supposed to be pretty bad, worst one in 30 years. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so basically I pulled up the cord through the other side and no twisting going on. And you're going to basically take your white and blue off to one side, your red and white off to the other side, and then measure your distance. So you want to go from this ledge right here to the end of your buckle here. And that should be the distance around your wrist, and then add a 1/2 inch to that. I just got another bracelet over here that I always wear, so I just want to match it up. There we go, so we should be good there. Now, we're going to tie two different bracelets here. So the first one on the right side is going to be the fishtail. So just take and open up your two inner strands, so your red and white. Don't worry about your blue and white right now. Take those through the back. Alright, double check your length here. Now you want to cross your white and reds. So your white that was on the left should now go to the right, and the red should go to the left side. Bring that over to the left. There we go. Okay, now take your white, go over the red and under the white, and pull it through. Now you're going to take your red, because it's on top of the white, go over the white and around the red. So go under the red, then over the red, back through the middle, and out the other side. So it should go right back to where it came from, and it should be underneath now of your white. See, they swapped places. So now you just do the same thing. Take your white over the white, take it under, around, over the red, back under the white. And get this nice and tight. So these are going to be your red and white stripes. So just continue this on down. So you're just doing the same thing. This is a pretty quick bracelet to tie if you're interested in just doing one bracelet by itself. The fishtail is super easy. It's the same thing. So you go over, under, around, over, and then under. And that should put you underneath the next one. So you always want to take the top one. Now as you go, you want to make sure that you're tightening this. You want this as skinny as possible, because you're going to be adding another bracelet to this. go. Okay, so over, under, around, over, under. And I'm going to pause here with this one. Just get these out of the way. And we're just going to leave that there for a minute. Alright, now, double check your length on this. Now, that one was the fishtail. Gives you your stripes. This one is going to be the checkmate bracelet here. And this is going to give us our stripes, or I'm sorry, our stars on the blue background. So what you do is you take your left cord, which is your blue, you're going to create a loop, real simple loop. You're going to pass that loop up through the middle so that it's kind of poking its head out through the middle. Okay. So I'm going to turn this sideways. You can kind of see that we've got a loop there now. So take your white and thread it through that loop. Pull that all the way through. And then reach underneath and pull that loop tight. Now you don't want to pull this loop so tight that it actually goes below the bracelet. And what I mean by below, you don't want to pull it so tight that this blue actually gets pulled through, because it can happen and it looks really funny when you do it. You'll know if you do it. Alright, now you're going to do the same thing with the white. It looks like I got a little extra slack in the white, so I'm just going to pull that out so all my inner strands are the same length. Alright, we should be good now. So we're going to create a loop, poke the loop up through the middle, and then kind of pinch it in place, kind of like that. Now you're going to have your blue coming off to the right underneath. So the blue is going to be, once you tug it through, you know, pull it tight, pull your blue up out of the way, to the right. And then you're going to feed that through that loop. So it's the same thing we did before, but we just switched colors. And now you're going to pull your blue a little tight. You're going to grab the back end of this loop right here, pull that up to get rid of the slack right here. Once you get the slack out, just check your blue again, and then reach underneath and pull that loop out. And then push that nice and snug up to the top. We'll do a couple more of these with a loop. This is the trickier one. So you're just going to create a loop like that. Take it up through the center. Kind of pinch it in there so there's no twisting. You don't want your loop to twist. You don't want it to do that. You want it to be just one loop without twist, or without crossover, I guess. Grab your white, thread it through. Get your white tugged on a little bit just to tighten it up. And then I always pinch it right there so that white can't go anywhere. Grab your loop, the back side of the loop, pull it up to get rid of that slack that's right here, and then reach down below. Alright. I'm going to do one more here. So let me get this blue out of the way. Okay, got the blue there. And we're going to take our white, create a loop. That loop in there, pinch it in. Thread the blue through. I apologize if this video takes a little longer. There's a few extra steps on this one. Pull your blue tight. Whoops, forgot to pinch it. Pull the blue tight, pinch it, pull your slack up out of the white, reach below, pull that loop out. So you're going to keep doing that. Now what some of you will find is that you can actually take your white from the checker pattern over here and you can swap it over here. So what I'm going to do is about every so often, about every inch, you're going to want to swap it with the other side. When I say swap it, it just means that you're going to take this white one that's on the left side and you're actually going to intertwine it with the right side so that it creates one piece of bracelet instead of having two bracelets. So I can kind of show you right here. If I just undo this one, And go back just a little bit here. Get this red one out of here. Now we're just going to pretend that I took this white one over to the other side, because you could do the same thing here. When you have a blue loop that's sticking up, you could take your white off of the right side bracelet, off the fishtail, and you could weave it through there, and it would look just fine. You wouldn't even really notice. So I'm just going to put that white one from the right side, I'm going to put it over to the left. And I'm going to show you that it's not hard. You can take, so the white one in my hand is actually from the blue and white. So you're going to take that, you're going to do a fishtail. And let me get that out of the way so I know where I'm at here. Alright, there we go. So we just basically took the white from the blue and white and ran it and did a fishtail there. Now you can just continue with this white one until you get to another point, maybe another inch or so down, and you can swap them again. And what that does is that just ties in both bracelets to each other. So this white one that's in my hand that I'm doing the fishtail with, it actually started on the blue and white. So you can just keep going back and forth like that, and eventually when you get down to the bottom, you're going to have some what kind of stars looking over here, and then you got your red and white stripes for the rest of the bracelet for the flag. But I'm going to finish this up, and I'll be back to show you how to finish up your bracelet. Alright, so I'm down at the end here, and what I've done on the right side, I didn't fuse them together in the center just because I wanted to get this video going. But and I tried doing it, and it was kind of difficult to do. So if you're going to do it that way, make sure you bring your patience. So what you're going to have to do on both of these ends is leave a little bit at the end here, and then just simply do a Solomon. So take your left string, or your left cord, I'm sorry, put it on top of the middle, cross your right cord over that, and take it behind the back and through that loop on the left. Pull those tight. Now you're also going to do one more. So take the blue again over the top, leave a loop on the left, take your white cord over the blue, behind the back, and through that loop that you created, and pull that on tight. Now, I already did that on this side, so I already did the Solomons with this side. So now all we have to do is cut all these ends, and we'll be good. I really like how this turned out. It really gives you an idea of the stars and stripes. Alright, so get this one. There we go. Snip this side. Sorry, I know the snipping of the cords is the most boring part of my videos. I apologize for that. Oh, I should also mention, today I got an email. I'll have to look at it again, but basically I think it's something to do with child cancer or child heart disease or something to do. I can't remember what it was about, but basically I'm going to be donating about 1,000 feet of paracord for 120 children. They have an annual camp that they go to. So guy emailed me and asked if I would do a donation. He said that they always do an arts and crafts thing once a year with all the kids, and asked if I would donate something. So I thought it'd be kind of cool. I've never really got an opportunity to give back like that. I mean, I've donated before, but that's kind of cool that somebody kind of asked me to do something like that. So I thought it'd be kind of a cool idea. But yeah, I'm gonna send them a bunch of paracord and a bunch of buckles so that they can get into the craft too. He said that they're gonna have my videos playing in the section, so that they can use my videos and other people's videos to create their bracelets. Alright, well, there it is. That's the, I haven't really thought of a name for this. I don't know. Maybe I'll just call it the Patriotic bracelet or Stars and Stripes bracelet. I did use a 3/4 inch buckle, just because we're doing basically 2 bracelets in one. Now, another thing too is that when this is on your wrist, you really can't tell too much that you have, you know, that they're not connected. Hopefully I made this a little bigger just to make sure. We'll try it on here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. That turned out good. But there you go. There's the Patriotic Stars and Stripes bracelet. Like I said, if you want to connect them in the middle, it wouldn't be hard to do. You just swap out your whites from one side to the other and vice versa, and that would create, you know, more like a solid bracelet. But hope you like this. If you like the channel, please subscribe. Got a new video almost every day. And that's about it. Paracord on.